Y'all, it is Talking It Up Tuesday, and now that I've given the dipshit haters the attention that they wanted, it's time to get back to normal conversations. Um, so yeah, as you can see this morning, I forgot to upload the drive home vlog that I had. Kind of got wrapped up in doing stuff, and I was a little irritated yesterday morning because since I leave at like a more normal time and not excessively early, like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, um, technically the Neopets dailies reset at 3. Well, they weren't even ready yesterday. And I was like, fuck. I was hoping to just get them done in the morning and then be able to play some WoW when I got home, but no, I ended up having to wait till I got home to do them. So I was a little irritated on that one. Plus, like I said, yesterday at work wasn't too bad. My feet are a bit sore this morning. Um, from walking all day because, yeah, you go on vacation and not in pain because you're not overexerting yourself. And then when you go back to it, you can definitely 100% feel it. And it's kind of funny because I went back and I found out that the one person that was covering for me complained a lot. And I've literally gotten to the point where I don't complain really much anymore. Just if I complain, it's about valid things, like valid issues when people nitpick stuff. Like every time I turn around, somebody's nitpicking flowers or seeds, and they're really not that hard to find. And it's like sometimes the seed packets get put in front of one another. Well, we're always told to look behind shit, but they do not. So it's just like every time they get nitpicked and they come to my screen, I end up finding them. Almost. There's been a rare, maybe once or twice I did not find it, but pretty much every other time I find it. And that gets a little bit frustrating, but and I think we have at least one or two squeamish people in our group. Although, because like people kept nitpicking the bird feed suet blocks, which are wrapped in plastic, so you're not touching them. But I think there's people that are squeamish about them because they always nitpick them and they're right there on the shelf. It's either they're squeamish about touching it, or they're too lazy to walk to that side of the store to look for it. And it's literally right there. Now, to be fair, a lot of those have changed their packaging, and now they won't even scan. So, like, our company is not very good at keeping caught up at cross-referenced items. It is literally the same thing, but the different UPC, and our system will not take it if it's not the right UPC. And a lot of our shit's outdated, so like it's got the old picture in it, so it's like sometimes when in doubt, scan it and find out, because sometimes the UPC isn't right, sometimes the picture's not right. It is a little irritating, I knew, but it's just like I always say, when in doubt, just scan it and find out. Like that's just kind of my little motto when they change stuff. And it is annoying. Like, we all know it's annoying when companies change packaging for stuff. It's like, can we go back to the old-fashioned packages? Like, there's a TikTok account that pops up on my feed randomly, and it's called Ms. Fallout, if y'all have ever heard of it. And she's opening stuff from an old Fallout shelter, like old canned foods and stuff, to see if it still looks edible. And one of the most disturbing things that she opened was a can of peaches, like the canned peaches with the syrup. She opened it up, dumped it in a bowl. They were all completely black. it was gross. Like, so many people are freaking traumatized by it, and like all the rest of the stuff doesn't look as bad after seeing the peaches. Like, it's just like, ew, yeah, I would not try that. Now, I know there have been some former Good Mythical Morning episodes where they did expired foods, and I guess they ran out of stuff for that, because but I also haven't really been watching the channel every day either, like I used to. There's too much other stuff going on, I don't really have the time to. But, like, some of that stuff, they were just like, yeah, no. Like, they could smell the oldness of it, and then just opening it sometimes. And sometimes they would just tongue it to see if it still even tasted like, it's just like, oh, you guys are brave. Like, I don't even think I could do that. Ugh. It's like, well, the only difference between them and me is they're making money doing that. I don't make jack shit. And speaking of jack shit, we have a very, very funny, twisted thing for y'all that has been around the internet for quite a while. I've had it printed out in this notebook. And it is not spelled S-H-I-T, it is spelled S-C-H-I-T-T. Just so y'all are aware. It's not even spelled the same way. I have a bunch of old stuff in this notebook, actually. Let's see. Date, Wednesday, 21 February 2001 was sent in an email. It's a bunch of jokes. It's called smartwomen ... LOL. Number one, I'm not offended by all the dumb blonde jokes because I know I'm not dumb, and I also know I'm not blonde, Dolly Parton. So these are actual stuff from celebrities. So yeah, anybody remembers all the emailed stuff, and this stuff was pretty much all printed out in 2001, has been left in this notebook. The story of jack shit. Well, we printed that one out and retyped it so that we could make copies of it. So this is one of our copies. I think Mom may have the original, or she may have thrown it out. I don't know. I do have an entire list of blonde jokes in here. Don't know why I kept those, because those really are stupid. I have longer blonde jokes. These were actually printed out January 22nd, 1999. So yeah, these are old. What else is in here? Oxymorons. I wrote those on a piece of notebook paper. This website probably does not exist anymore. geocities.com/Hollywoodland /Gungan_humor.htm. So yeah, this is going back to the HTML days. So it's a Gungan humor page. And this was for Star Wars Episode 1. You may or may not have heard the underpants jokes for Star Wars. Well, if you haven't, the idea is to replace some word from famous Star Wars lines with the words underwear or underpants to make them funny. Now, we take credit for all the ones pertaining to Episode 1, but the others came from Dateline. Enjoy. So, yeah. There's like 4 pages of these. Well, not even, because some of them are like partial. Couple other things that were printed: technology for country folks, 10 plus or minus ways to save the earth. Other stuff that I've actually written: words to live or laugh by. Another email thing that I got. Oh, it's dad jokes. I might have to use some of these, because some of these are actually pretty funny. So these are old. I'm trying to find out where the fucking date is. When was this sent? 2000. Saturday, 28th of October, 2000. A bunch of other random jokes printed out. So yeah, this is all stuff that I had printed out and stuck in a notebook from way back when. The Billy Bob teeth, if anybody remembers those. Original website. Now starting at only $9.99. That's like a whole advertisement. And they have the Austin Powers ones. It doesn't even have the date when these were printed. Some of them put it on the bottom and some of them don't. But yeah, these have been printed out for a long time. And then a couple other random things that were printed out. And something that Mom had typed up a long time ago. Other jokes in the back of here. But one thing that I do want to share with y'all someday is memories and diaries of my grandmother, my mom's mom. So this is an entire story of her growing up. So one day I will read it for you. I will not, give her name or anything because it's kind of hard to pronounce. I guess other jokes. Amazing joke of the day. 2001. So there's other jokes, and I just haven't a whole bunch of them. This is actually stuck in the notebook. But yeah, this notebook's full of old stuff that I'd printed out or was retyped and printed out for our entertainment back in the day. Back when the internet was still young. So, you get to hear the story of Jack Shit later on today. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I had a Mystic Munchies too, and I forgot to upload that. I kind of got, my mental health has been a little bit low, so I've been watching through the Loki series again on Disney+. Because as you all know, Season 2 got me through a very shitty month a few years ago. So I'm just kind of keeping it as my mental health balancer for the time being and just watching through it again and enjoying the funny moments. Because, when you watch through a series, you forget parts of it. And then when you go through and watch it again, sometimes you gotta watch it a few times to remember those funny parts that made you chuckle. And anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good Tuesday. It is supposed to rain, I think, this week eventually. It's be chilly today, so I'm gonna stick with a sweatshirt. It's currently like in the 40s. It's 46. So it's teetering on that. It's annoyingly cold to me. That's still annoyingly cold to me. Highest is going to get today is 63. Yesterday was a lot warmer. But yeah, 63 today, cloudy. Tomorrow, PM rain. Same temperature. Thursday, 66 per. So I thought it was supposed to rain all week. See, this is how this is what goes to show you that weather fucking changes. Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't want your stupid car ads. I'm not gonna buy a stupid car. So yeah, just... yeah, the rest of the week is pretty much sunny. And then next Wednesday, showers. Like, okay, y'all really don't want me to do fucking tie-dye, do you? Like, I'd have to do it on Sunday, because Sunday will be mostly sunny. But it's still going to be 61. That's not warm enough. Well, I mean, I guess it is. But that's at the later part of the day. So that's kind of annoying. I want 60s and 70s. Well, it looks like after that is going to be mostly then. Saturday is going to be 59. So it's barely going to even hit 60. Like, no, just 60s and 70s. If you could leave it that way all summer, I'd be very happy, and I think a lot of other people would too. It's perfect temperatures. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good Tuesday.